Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel, to our coffee times together. And today I'm actually here to ask for your help, to ask for your assistance. I am somebody that I grew up watching a lot of movies. I used to work when I was a teenager in a video store to get some money, and I watched many movies, as you can imagine. So I come from a background of somebody that is always watching movies, and I have not read so many books until I got older, because my book reading was mostly focused on certain authors. And when I was a bit older, that's when I started reading a lot of different books. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that I have watched a lot of movies and not read so many books. But sometimes there are specific movies that for some reason I have avoided, I have not watched, because I wanted to read the book first. And that happened to me actually with The Hunger Games. I avoided the movies for a long time. I think the first time I read the trilogy was in 2018, and then I watched the movie. So I had been waiting for so long, and I managed to stay spoiler free. So in this video, I'm bringing you 5 movies that I have not watched consciously because I think I want to read the book first. However, there is a couple of cases that I am not sure that either the book or the movie are really worth it. So I'm here to present you those 5 movies I have not watched because I want to read the book first, and I want you to let me know, are the books worth it? Should I just watch the movie? Should I do neither? Let me know please in the comments. So let's start.
It's coffee time!
The first 2 that I have to talk about, actually I do have a copy of. So these are the best candidates for me to give them a try since I already own a physical copy of them. The first one is The Girl with All the Gifts. I bought this book. I have purchased the Blu-ray from the movie, but I still have not watched the movie because I really want to give the book a try. The book was written in 2014 by M.R. Carey, and I believe it was inspired by a short story that was written beforehand, and then they decided to make it like a full story. So all I know about this book is that apparently we are in a dystopian world in which there is this kind of fungus, this kind of virus that is affecting humanity. And all I know from what I have seen, obviously from the trailer that I did watch, maybe it was a mistake, is that there is this girl that either they're experimenting on or she has some specific powers and they're studying them. I'm not really sure. I don't want to get too spoiled on the story, but I know the movie came relatively fast after the book was published, because the movie came in 2016, and I don't know, I feel really attracted to the story because I love dystopian worlds, and of course the girls that appear to have powers, things like that. It's kind of like a chunkier book in a way, so I don't know, should I just watch the movie? Should I read the book first? Does it even matter? I don't know, I've been like waiting to read the book in order to watch the movie. The next one is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Now, I've had this book for a long time. I love his stories, and this is a post-apocalyptic scenario in which basically nearly the whole human population has been wiped off from the earth, and the world is very in very harsh conditions right now to survive. So we have a father and his son, and we have them traveling the earth, what remains after the apocalypse. And the book was published in 2006. The movie came in 2009 with Viggo Mortensen as the main role as the father. And I've really wanted to watch the movie many times because I keep hearing how good it is. But then I keep remembering I have the book, and I'm like, I want to read the book first. I cannot watch the movie yet. And so I've kind of been postponing watching the movie until I read the book. Next we have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and this is the first book on a trilogy, and the first book is the one that was actually written by Stig Larsson. He is a Swedish author that sadly passed away in 2004, and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo was published in 2005, so it was published post-mortem, and it has been said that he had a situation where he saw a girl being raped and he didn't do anything, and then he had a lot of guilt and asked for forgiveness, but the girl didn't want to forgive him, and they say this is where the story really comes from, that he then developed into this book. But after he had already passed away, somebody from his friends said that it was a lie, that he had made that up, that story, which, you know, I hate when people come after somebody has passed away and they cannot defend themselves anymore and then say, oh, this thing that they said, oh, that was not true. Like, it's, what do you want? They cannot defend themselves. I think it's just rude. But anyways, this was made into a movie. The whole three books were made into movies, and I have avoided those movies. I have avoided spoilers at all costs, so I literally know nothing apart from what I've already mentioned, that I think a girl disappears and she needs to be found, and I believe there's also rape in the story, but that's all I know, and I like to keep it this way because I really want to try to read the books. Also, there is an American version of the Swedish movies, which probably I won't watch. I'm probably gonna watch the Swedish movies because, you know, I'd rather watch the more original ones. And yeah, so I have been kind of postponing reading this. So if you think I really should get to it, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure that Ola is gonna WhatsApp me right now and be like, what are you doing with your life? Just pick up this book and read it like right now, because I know that she is a huge fan of the first book. Next we have Beautiful Creatures by Kami-Garcia Margaret Stoll. This is part of a book series. This is a YA story, and it was published in 2009, and the fun part about it is that it was kind of like a bet. They wrote the story in 12 weeks, kind of like as a bet, and they did not had any intentions of publishing this, but then it ended up being published, and they even made a movie about it. So these sounds a lot like your typical witch story. Like, it's this girl that comes from a family that have powers, she doesn't know how to go with it, and she's also like in high school, and so she has the typical teenage problems. Yeah, so it sounds very teeny, very, we've already seen this done 1,000 times before. The fact that it was written as a bet, I don't want to say like a joke, but you know, it's kind of putting me off, but I've seen it everywhere. And the first movie, because they only did one, I think, because it was such a big flop that I don't think they even moved on with that, but the movie is on Netflix right now, so I can watch it for free, and I'm like, should I just watch the movie and ignore the series, because probably I'm not gonna like it. But yeah, I just, you know, if somebody has read the book series, can you let me know if they're like worth it? Are they any good? Yeah, just let me know in the comments. The last one is actually a book that it kind of intimidates me, but I really am curious to see if I would like it, and that is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, that has been highly acclaimed, and it is the story of this guy, this little kid that goes to a museum with his mom, and then I believe there is like an explosion, and miraculously he survives, but a lot of people die, including his mom. And so it is about him then fast forward years later, seeing how he's coping, how his life changed that day. That's what I think it's about. I hope I'm right. And so they did the movie last year in 2019, and I really want to watch the movie as well. I've heard it's fantastic, and you know, the book, it might be one of those books that it's not for everybody. That's the feeling that I have, but I'm kind of intrigued to try it. So let me know in the comments if I should give it a try, or if you didn't like the book but maybe you watched the movie and you loved it. Just let me know in the comments. So these are 5 movies that I have not watched yet, because I am considering to read the books first. So this is the time for you to let me know your opinions on it, what I should do. I don't know, just help this girl out, because there are so many of these cases that I have where every time I'm about to watch the movie or I see the movie somewhere, I'm like, no, I have to read the book first, and it's kind of this guilt. And it doesn't happen with all movies, but for some reason with this ones I have been just putting them off for so long that by now I just don't want to watch the movie without reading the book. But maybe you guys can convince me to just give the movie a watch and forget about the book. Do you have any of these cases where you see a movie poster, the movie available on any kind of like service that you might be subscribed to, and then you're like, no, I'm not gonna watch it because I haven't read the book yet? Let me know if you have the same kind of cases that I have. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Please give the video a big thumbs up for support, and if you want to follow me in all the social medias, as always, everything is in that description box down below. And I hope to see you all in the next copy time. Bye.